Today we're playing Normal Control. This deck has become my guilty pleasure. I keep finding myself coming back to it for the event. It's super fun to play, and the concept is very simple, but it works very well, and there's a lot of decision points that are really enjoyable as a player. So we're using abilities like Shadow Claw here, which discards a random card from your opponent's hand, and Fearos, which discards a random energy, combined with Aerodactyls that sends a card back into the deck. These are all normal abilities, which we're pairing with Ditto, which lets you copy opponent's abilities. And the fact that all of these Pokemon use generic energy allows us to pick energies that we think will work best with Ditto, and they won't hamper our consistency, right? The other line we're running is I'm running an Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam. This is a really good finisher I found, especially because it's 1 Psychic and 2 generic, and you want to be running Psychic in this deck anyways, since Mewtwo is everywhere. This is a really good finisher, but the best part about this list is you can take this shell and replace it with a finisher you like better. I would suggest picking a finisher that is mostly generic energy so you're not hurt by the energy you're running. I run Psychic and Water. You can edit actually what energy is in your deck up here. If you didn't know that, you can select whatever you want, even if it's not in the list. I use Psychic and Water because I find those the most. I run into a lot of Pikachu decks, but Pikachu has the condition for the backline Pokemon, which you're not going to be fulfilling, so it's not worth running Electric. Plus, this is more consistent for getting the Abra, and that's what I see most of the time anyways. But if you're running into a ton of Charizard decks or something, obviously put in some Fire Energy, switch it out for what you're seeing. This has worked really well for me. I have a super high win rate with this list. It does require some coin flips on the Fearow and Persian, but the coin flips don't matter as much as you would think. A lot of the times you're really okay with not hitting the coin flips. It's just a benefit when you do, and you'll be controlling the game in no time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. If not, let's just get into the games. Ditto as our only starter is really bad, but we have Pokeball. We can retreat it. The Abra draw is actually really nice. Sadly, I mean, this is a good deck for Ditto, right? We can steal Krabby's attack, and we have hits, right? Because we're running water energy. But sadly, this hand is just a little awkward. I'm tempted to X-Speed into the Meowth preemptively. I mean, they're not threatening a hit unless they hit Misty, but I'd rather that damage be on the Meowth than the Ditto. If only we were going second. Let's just do this. So we're gonna have to decide if we want to start stacking up Ditto. If we have a Water coming down the line after this Psychic, we might go for the Ditto. If we don't, we'll start stacking up the Abra probably. And we could also just set up for a Persian play in the front line, which isn't bad. We might do that first. Double Psychic so we can start stacking up the Abra. Spearow, I don't want to play that in case we get an Amber. No way they evolve and kill us here. We're going to be greedy. We're going to take the draw. We could evolve into the Persian to have the extra health, but whatever. Amber's a really good draw, because we have Aerodactyl already. We have so many lines we can think about going for this game. It's just what's going to be best. Oh yeah, that's scary. It's only 50. Our Persian's most likely dead here, if we evolve it. With Potion, it's not impossible to live. I mean, the evolve is gonna make it scary. But let's see if we can get a discard before this Persian dies. Next turn we're getting a Water. Nice, we hit it. Next turn we're getting a Water, which is good if we want to stack up the Ditto. Sabrina discard's nice. They probably kill the Persian here if they have the evolve. And they flip the coins, of course. Looks like they don't have it. It's good. So we're going to take the kill on the Krabby, even if it means our Persian dies. What do we want to start stacking? 2 Waters in a row means that stacking up the Ditto here is safe. I don't think we need the Aerodactyl. The Aerodactyl would be interesting to stack up. But I don't think they're running like a Blastoise or any tier 3 evolutions that we need to worry about too much. So we'll just go for the Ditto line here. Keep the Aerodactyl in our back pocket. How much does this hit for? Only 20, so we can live with this potion. Amazing draw. Let's hit the discard. No, unfortunate. It's fine though. They might have the evolve, and then in that case they do hit for 40, I believe, so we'd be dead. But they're not committing the energy, which means they don't have it. So we can retreat this into the Ditto and hit for 20, or we can give them the point. I usually wouldn't do it, but it is 40 damage. Have we used both potions? Yeah, we have. It's not getting healed. It's just gonna sit in our back line. I'm cool with sacking it. We're ahead 1 point. If we sack this, we get the free switch into the Ditto. They're down. They could be down another card. Nope, but that's okay. I think I still like this play. The Persian has kind of outlived its usefulness. Giving the point here is fine. They have the potion, so we're gonna have to hit for 40. They have the evolve? Right? No. Not evolving is smart because it gives our Ditto worse attacks. Really want the Abra? No. Whatever the second evolution is. So we hit for 20 here. Let's put our Spearow out. I don't know if we're looking for anything they're gonna play specifically. The good plays would be like a Staryu for us. What else? I don't know. If they evolve the Horsey, that attack's really strong for us to steal. We can steal that for 30 damage now, which gives us the kill. I mean, we have it anyways with the 20, but it's just a little better. Ooh, that's so good. We have to decide if we want to put the extra water energy on Ditto, or if we want to just keep stacking this. I think we want to just keep stacking the Kadabra. Take the evolution. Copy. Gentle slap. Slap them. Okay, 2 points, and we're in a good spot. I don't think they're going to be able to kill him this turn. I'm trying to think of their ranges, but nothing for 2 energy. This hits for 30 for 2. If they evolve it, it's 3 energy for Surf. Yeah, so we're good. We can actually hit it with Surf next turn, which is what we're gonna do. Or we can evolve the Abra, switch into it, hit for 60 plus 30, right? It's 2 energy or 1 energy? 1 energy. Oh, okay. So we can just kill with the Alakazam. We could, I just want to point it out, we could copy that with the Ditto, hit for 90. But this is just better because it kills. Kind of a perfect example of how this deck works. Good game, opponent. Abra as our starter into an Articuno deck is pretty annoying. But we have a Professor, so I'm not really allowed to complain. If we hit a speed, we're in a good spot. We actually do really need another basic. There's another basic. Let's get a... Yes, Meowth is great because we have the Persian in hand. Hopefully they don't have Misty to turn 1 kill our Abra. If they do, oh well. Wasn't meant to be. They don't have it, that's good. We really need to top deck the speed because we don't want to commit energy to the Abra. We could commit it and teleport him out, but then it's leaving our Meowth to get hit for free. We'd rather speed and then get to hit with the Meowth for the draw. That's actually a really good draw. And do we want to evolve him here? So no speed is awkward, but we're gonna be playing for the Kadabra, or we're gonna be playing for the Alakazam anyways. So we're actually gonna use teleport here so that we don't lose the energy on the Abra for the retreat. I think that's one of the only times I've ever used teleport, because it's bad, but but that's a situation where it does some work. They're running Gyarados. I love Gyarados. They hit us for 40. We're kind of okay with our Meowth dying. They're gonna have really high stacked up energy, and we're gonna have a fully evolved Alakazam. So we have double potion and the evolve. I'm not actually gonna commit any energy because I want to get the Alakazam up as soon as possible. They're hitting for 80 this turn. This lets us live one more turn. And next turn we just, we kill them. I'm not gonna play the Meowth because I don't want it to get hit for the 10 off the Blizzard. So we kill this turn. Yeah, easy peasy. This gives us 2 points and they don't have anything else set up. This should be game for us. Because this gets plus 30, right? Per energy, they have 3 energy and then the 60 base. It's 150 damage. We'll play the professors, just why not? But 2 points for us. Their Gyarados has no energy committed. They could switch into that, but it's not really a good call. I mean, that's probably what they'll do, but it's just not that good for them. Let's set up the Ditto in case we need it, but we should just be wiping the rest of their board with this. Goodbye, bird. I know everyone hates the bird, so. This deck is really good into the Articuno strategies, if that's what you're interested in. Second Articuno. We're not hitting the Gyarados for very much, but it's a 4 energy retreat. They're gonna be here for a while. They have to stack energy on it or just wait, and we can whittle it down with 60 attacks. As soon as they put the Gyarados in, this game is over. I mean, there's not really a way for them to come back. Hopefully we get water next turn. We can maybe do the funny and kill them with a Ditto copied attack from the Ice Wing. Be funny. We'll hit for 60. Yeah, I don't see any way for them to get out of this. Maybe like double speed. Potion. Doesn't change the math. Still 2 turns. That does change the math. Now it's 3 turns. But if they put an energy, it's back down to 2. They don't really have an option though. Like, they can't switch into the Articuno. They could go for a crazy Misty play. If they flip 4 heads, they could switch into the Articuno. But then the Articuno dies to the Alakazam. I respect the grind. Maybe they have something I'm not thinking of. Let's just end this. They shouldn't be able to retreat, and that's game. The double speed. Now the Misty? Come on. It'd be so sick. Ah. Red card, nice. I like this person. Very cool player. Swing till the very end. That's how it should be. GG's. Not a great hand. We would like to have a Meowth. Persian's pretty good. If we can draw Meowth off this Pokeball, that would be good. We're into a water deck, which is really good for us because it means our Ditto has use, which is always good. Fearo's a great draw. So we're just gonna commit to the Spearow then. As long as we don't get red carded here, we're in a pretty good spot. The draws were, oh, that's so, every time I say it, it happens. Well, there goes the Fearow plan. We need to readjust. Could start going in on the Ditto. There's Psychic and Water, which is the same as us. Got Sabrina'd. That's fine. We have the speed. We could just stay in on the Ditto. Maybe we go for the Persian. I kind of like this play. It gets us an extra card this turn. Oops. We retreat into the Meowth, set up the Persian for next turn. We can start discarding their hands. Gives us time to set up a good target for the Ditto. If they play like a Mew or something, we don't know what they're using the Psychic Energy for. I would guess a Gengar. If they're playing Psyduck, they're probably all in on stopping trainer cards. So it's probably like a Gengar list. Which means we could start stacking up Psychic on our... Yeah, they're not a water list. They're just going to go... They're full Psychic and they're just using Psyduck to stop trainer cards. That's actually a really good draw. Especially if they're playing Gengar, like I think. That's amazing for us. We're going to take the hand discard this turn because we just want to get stuff out of their hand. If they're playing, you know, 3 evolution Pokemon like Gengar, if we can start getting stuff out of their hand, it's going to make it hard for them. And then even if they do get it out, we have the Aerodactyl to, you know, send it all the way into the deck. Surprised, no Ghastly. Must not have it. Meowth draw is kind of dead, but we don't care. I'm gonna stack on the Aerodactyl. Take our points. We can start, if we roll into Psychic the turn after next, we can start stacking up the Ditto. Ah, sucks. Next turn we'll put the Water Energy on the Aerodactyl. We'll have that if they can represent a threat that's worth sending away. Or we could just take the coin flip to win the game, you know, send the Psyduck into the deck if they don't play a basic. This is probably what we'll go for. If they don't, no, they're gonna draw one off that. No way they don't. Right? Oh, that's game. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, there should be another video on screen just like this one.